Okay, New York session live, currently looking at MNQ. So we're coming up to the first hour of New York session. I don't usually trade this first hour of New York session, but it is looking quite interesting because we're at the low of the week and the H12 bar has just closed. So H12 closed bearish breakout, and the last previous H12 has been faked out right now. So actually this, okay, 3 more minutes here and 9 more minutes there. Basically, I did a video about my London Open trade. Took a really nice trade at London Open, faked out the H4 high straight down. And in that video, I mentioned that most likely this move is going to take out these levels on the daily over here. We have a range breakout level right here. This is what I was looking for. But we also have these staggered previous day low levels and breakout levels. And so I did have a suspicion that price was going to dip down into all those levels. You can actually see it better on the weekly. We have these range levels, H4 range. We have another breakout level here. So actually, I do think that price can possibly get down to there. Let's look at the H1. H1 looks at daily levels. M30 just now looks at the H12 levels. So here we have the range and don't have any clear breakout level. So something that I've talked about is that when we're in a trend, I want to see price dip down and fake out levels or fake out the breakout level to continue pushing up. And so I expected or suspected the move today was going to do that, dip down. And now I'm looking for a move back up because higher time frames are really strong. We've been in this really long uptrend for a long time here. Just absolutely crazy move, just going up. So anytime this thing dips down, I want to be getting in. So it had one here, another one, a couple of times here, and then I feel that this one, there's no proof at all that this is just gonna go down. So until the phase changes, I'm gonna be looking for buys here. And so right now we have this M6, which looks at the H12, faking out the low, and we also have the H4 being faked out as well, coming into New York session. And we're right at the low of the week. So I want to keep my stops at the low of the week here. And so I want to get in at the low of the week and hold it to take advantage of this strong bullish trend. All right. So I'm going to set my alert or set my stop entry right over there. And the whole idea is I want to get in, keep my stops at the low of the week, and try to ride this move here. Okay, so let's see. We have 20 more seconds. Trend reversal bar. Down a little bit here. All right, I'm gonna set a limit order, and I want to see price pull back, trigger me in, and look for a continuation move back up. So keeping my stops at the low. Haven't been triggered in yet, but hopefully it does pull back. If it doesn't, then I'll be waiting for some sort of setup in New York session. But right now, happy with this one. Let's see if it dips down. Stop is wide enough that if it comes back down, I might be able to survive this. There's that breakout level that I'm scared about, but I think this should be okay. All right, so let's see if this plays out. So again, this is based off of what happened in London session. We have the H12 bar, and it just got faked out. M30 looks at the H12, and so I do want to see price continue pushing up. So again, every time we have healthy momentum, price will dip down, fake out, continue up. Yesterday we had strong breakout moves, and I'm banking on this being the fake out to continue pushing back up. Okay, let's see. Is it gonna? Okay, anyways, that's it. I'm not gonna touch this thing. Just gonna let this run. At some point, it should get down a bit. So final target is at the previous high of the week, but usually I'm going from momentum time frame to momentum time frame. So here's the second level. First TP, final TP. Okay, triggered in, and now let's see if this wants to continue. So again, I'm trying to get in at the low of the week. That's the whole point. Keeping my stop loss away, so in case price wants to get down, I can possibly survive another one. Although if it does dip down deep like this, then most likely it's probably coming for some other breakout level here or range, and I'd be taken out. But it's okay, not risking a lot. But would be a nice move, 562 points if it goes all the way. But most likely I'll end it at the momentum time frame if it wants to continue. All right, so risky trade, but that's the logic behind it. I'm trying to get in at the low of the week and take advantage of this really strong higher time frame trend. Okay, I like that M10. I'll look at it over here. Okay, so I'll be back for equity open. Actually, before I go, I forgot to talk about the actual setup. Setup is on the H12. We have a bearish breakout bar on that H12, and then price came down, faked out the setup time frame low, which is the H12, and the momentum time frame, which is the H4, and this is a trend reversal setup. So trend reversal setup, if I am bullish and I want to see a reversal, I'm looking for a bearish breakout bar on the setup time frame, which we have. Then I want to see price fake out setup time frame, which is the H12, fake out the momentum time frame previous low, which is the H4, and then look for that reversal back to the top. Once it triggers momentum time frame, the H4, then I'm looking for a reversal alignment pattern, which are over here. Looking for either a reversal pattern, continuation, or pullback. So right now I can see that the momentum time frame closed as a bearish breakout bar, and this is the breakout level. This is a breakout low, and then we're getting below the low, faking out the low over here, which is a breakout reversal. So H4 is currently in breakout reversal. This is an aggressive entry. Safer entry is a flip of the breakout level. So I did get in early, but again, I'm trying to get in, keep my stops at the low. Safer entry is getting above that H4 breakout level. All right, so that's the setup, trend reversal setup. I'm not buying just out of nowhere. It's an actual setup. Okay, so let's see if this wants to go. Okay, 15 minutes until equity open. This trade is moving nicely. All right, so equity open, looking at the next influx of volume is the H8, H4, and H2. It closes after equity open, so the H4 closes in less than an hour, 46 minutes here. And so right now I want to be looking at the last H8 bar, which covers London session, last H4 covers second half of London, and then the H2, which is what current price action is doing. So looking at the M3, which looks at the H4, I can see that the last H4 bar, second half of London, closed bearish breakout. Bearish below breakout levels here. We're in a bearish trend phase. So we broke out of a range, very small one, inside bar creates a range. Broke out, continuing to push down, but now we have that fake out of the previous H4 low, and we have also flipped the last bearish breakout level. I think I spoke about how when you flip breakout levels, that only happens at swing points. So that's a good sign that we're starting to flip bullish here. So don't really have a strong bias. Overall, I'm bearish below breakout levels, but current price action is bullish. We're in a bullish breakout reversal. That's the first sign of a reversal. H8 bar currently pushing bearish, but this is the same thing. This one actually has not faked out the peak, so that's a little bit concerning. We're currently in breakout. There was a range on the confirmation time frame. Confirmation time frame is the M30. Faked out the range low to take this back up, and now we broke out of that range. So that's some good confluence there for bullish moves, but don't like that we're underneath that H8 low. So yeah, don't really have a strong bias. It can go any direction, honestly. And then on the H2, which is current price action, we're currently in a bearish breakout phase. Broke out of consolidation, and as long as we stay below breakout levels, I'm bearish. So technically I'm bearish in the breakout phase, but again, we're faking out the lows, flip breakout levels, and we're also breaking out above the M30, what is that? M30 high. We have the last M30 closed bullish breakout, so that tells me that the 30 minutes is starting to push strong. Lower time frames reverse before higher time frames, so it is nice to see that lower time frames are starting to flip bullish. So I do have a small bullish bias, but coming into equity open, I never know which direction this thing's going to go. I am worried that price is going to dip down. Has not taken this breakout level, which is exactly where my stop is. And so I do also have kind of a feeling that this is actually going to come down and take me out before reversing. There's another breakout level here. More and more confluence that I'm seeing that this is possibly going to go down. But again, I only took a very small position here, so I don't mind if it comes down. Willing to lose that um, in order to keep my low of the week position. Okay, so I don't think I'll have a play in New York session, New York Equity Open. I think what I'd want is a breakout of the H2 high, and then look for price to pull back, fake out the low, and continue. That would be, I think, the natural bullish setup. Otherwise, I'd wait for the H4 bar to close and look for a setup there. If it closes as a bullish fake out, because we're faking out the low, then I'd be looking for a trend pullback setup, which actually needs the low to get faked out. Actually, trend reversal. So we're actually faking out that low. Actually, let me pull that up. We have a bearish breakout, and currently it's a bullish fake out. If it closes as a bullish fake out, then we've already faked out the low, and I'd be looking for a buy above the fake out level or breakout level. So I would want to see price break out above and look for that continuation. So exact same thing on the H2. So everything to me right now suggests this is going up, which probably means that it's going to go down, honestly. I just really don't like that at all. All right, anyways, again, I'm happy with this. Let's see if this goes. If it triggers that, I'll probably exit it, but I do want to see a move all the way up to the highs. If I wasn't trading futures, this would be something that I would hold. But futures, I have to um, exit overnight. Can't hold it overnight, so just go from momentum time frame to momentum time frame. So you fake out, trigger one, and then you exit at the other. And that's pretty much how I've been trading, just going from one level to the other. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so I'll be back equity open. Don't think I'll have a play on this. I'm happy that I got in already. But let's see if I'll still be happy in 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, here we go. The open. Pushing down. What's he going to do? It is coming down first. This is what I was worried that it would do. Getting to these breakout levels. Let's see if it's going to hold or not. Let's see. Okay, so far it looks like okay. Anyways, I don't have any play on this. Just gonna live with whatever results, and then I'll look for something later. Waiting for it to break out. Or if it comes down and takes me out, then I will wait for a 10-minute trend reversal bar. Right now, it's a bearish trend. I want to see a bullish one, and then I'll look for buys. All right. Market is really undecided here. Same like my analysis, could go either direction. The went right to that breakout level, dumped, so I am in trouble over here. I do feel that this could possibly get down to those levels I was talking about, but again, as I said, I was okay taking the risk. If it breaks, I'm going to be looking for a sell, something like this, because I don't trust this move, honestly. I still feel that this is just going to dump and then get right back in again. So I'm going to be taking trades on the M10 for sure. But that's assuming that this move will take me out. If it closes back above, then this can get interesting. If it closes above the H1 low, oh, close and breakout. All right, so close below the H1 low. Would have been nice to close above. That would tell me that the H1 low held. But now officially this is a breakout. So this could, well, don't know what's going to happen at all. You can see all these bars at 8:30. Equity open here, up, down, no decision here, down. It's just really crazy open. Wouldn't want to be scalping that unless you really like going back and forth. Yeah, I don't like to scalp that way anymore. I used to love trading on the M1, 15 seconds, but as I get older, higher time frames are a lot easier. All right, so I'm just gonna wait for price to get taken out. I don't exit or anything like that. I don't move my stops. I just accept whatever happens. If I got taken out, then I'll just look for a reentry if it can get back above. Otherwise, I might actually sit this one out. I just don't really like what's going on. I don't like the sells at all. Okay, anyways, let's see what happens. Okay, really nice move here. We're right at that H12 breakout level. If I start to see reverse, I'm just going to end it, but I'm going to go break even here. And let's see if this wants to continue. All right, so I ended up exiting once price got to the breakout level here. Didn't really like what was going on. We're right at that range. Started to reverse pretty strong and right at previous day low as well. So I do think this will continue on up, but I'm not going to be sitting around much longer watching that. So that's it. Done with the trade, 230 points, and that's all.